Hi guys, it's the Captain here. I've been looking forward to this particular booth visit for the whole show. Two Rock, as you probably know, was one of my favorite guitar amplifiers ever. We stopped selling Two Rock 2 or 3 years ago. It was a sort of slightly heavy heart, but they were under a new ownership, and I just felt the direction of the amps were going away from what was true and special about Two Rock. But anyway, the cool news is some of the original owners have kind of bought it back now. Eli here is back involved again, Bill Crinard involved again, and really excited now to talk to you about what you've done to sort of reinvigorate and reinvent the whole Two Rock thing. So
yeah, we're really excited to be here. Max Skinner and myself purchased the company and brought back Bill Crinard as the designer engineer. So we've kind of gone back to the way Two Rock used to be, going back to just the highest end components we could use. Used a lot of just bringing it back to the way it used to be. We're kind of back home, so we're really excited to be there.
Cool. Look, let's just talk about. We'll get Pete to play through a few different amplifiers, and we'll cut the segments in. But I guess this is probably the sort of the most famous, Two Rock amplifier. So tell us a little bit about the classic reverb and how that's going to look in 2017.
Yeah, the classic reverb. We redesigned the chassis, gone with a thicker metal now. We have a new transformer that Bill has designed, and it's properly cuts the amp from 100 to 50 watts without flipping the phase of the speaker, so it's a true 150 watt amplifier. We've updated all the components inside of the amplifier, as well as we added a gain structure switch on it that goes between the blackface Fender to a Two Rock front end to the Matt Schofield signature front end.
Wow.
So it really covers a lot of bass, so we're really excited. We went back to the old trim dress. We're offering it in the silver aluminum chassis with the cool stereo knobs, or the traditional black with the regular Two Rock.
It looks great. I love these knobs with the sort of aluminium edge and the black center. It looks cool. So you're going to hear Pete playing this amplifier right now, and then we're going to jump over to the next one. Here we go. So this is a brand new amp for Two Rock. I've not heard of anything about the Burnside before. I love the look of it. It's got a real vintage kind of vibe to it with the old kind of Fender knobs on it. But what's the deal with the Burnside?
Well, all of us at Two Rock love old tweed amps and black faces. That's such a big part of our history and amplifiers in general. So we had a 59 Fender Super, which has been one of our favorite amps. We kind of voiced that after this. Really cool. It's a 2.6 V6, 18 watt tube rectified. We went with pine cabinets on it, so that it has that old school kind of Fender sound to it. It's really easy volume, treble, bass presence. Instead of the two inputs like you would generally see, it has the input that we just hit the bright, and that would be like the bright input on the amplifier. We put an effects loop in the back of it.
I was going to say effects loop, cool.
So you can do that. And just an 18 watt, really cool tweed inspired amplifier. And we went with the black tweed with the weak
I love this. Yeah, I love this. Okay, well look, let's get Pete to have a little play on this as well, because this looks stunning. What is this, a 212 or just a large 112?
It's a large 112. Okay. And then it also comes in a 112 combo.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting on one as well. So there's a black or a tan color. don't remember anything about the TS1. I don't think this was made whilst I was a Two Rock dealer. So tell me what the TS1 is.
This is an amp that Two Rock built about 7 years ago or so. They did a small batch of them, and it's kind of based after that Overdrive Special circuit. Bill's kind of known as the Dumble guy and is always working on them and repairing them, and builds just phenomenal circuits. So this is kind of his Dumble Overdrive Special kind of amplifier. So it's a very cool amplifier.
What was the Robin Ford connection that you said with this?
Robin had played this a couple times when we were prototyping and whatnot. Not currently using it by any means, but it's just a great amplifier.
No, well, if it's, I mean, his Dumble is a magnificent sounding amplifier. So if this is trying to emulate that and gets anywhere close, this is going to be an insane sounding amplifier.
Yeah, all the Dumbles have been voiced specifically to people, and this is really Bill's take of kind of the best Overdrive Special that he can build, and he's been working a lot of time.
Oh, that's
so it's not necessarily based after anyone's Dumble in particular, but it's just, you know,
what are the speakers in the 212?
Celestion 1265.
Okay, cool.
That just works with this circuit really well.
All right, and then there's one last, I guess the amplifier that was the sort of almost the most attainable kind of Two Rock sound for guys with, you know, that didn't have this kind of dough, but were looking for something that's, again, really, really portable. The Studio Pro, love that amplifier. Is it still available in like the 35 and the 22 versions?
It's actually mainly a 35 version. The reason why the 22 here is an artist that was playing a Studio 22 somewhere needed a little bit more volume, so he came back and swapped and stole our 35 out of the booth.
No,
so he took it and walked away with it.
Because the 35 was always my favorite. That's the 6L6 one, isn't it?
Yes.
The 22's got the 6V6.
Yes, so we've discontinued the 22.
Okay.
So, but we do have the Studio 35 combo.
Right, well look, as soon as we get those back into stock, we'll demo those. There's probably some old videos actually on the Andertons channel of the Studio 35. It's a killer amp. Is that new?
Yes, that's the Two-Rock Hard If. It's
Right.
AC15 circuit, EL84. Just to really scream, that's a 15 watt amplifier.
Right.
Really simple, just a screaming little amplifier.
But like little what, EF86 kind of.
Exactly.
So old-fashioned AC15.
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Well,
Exactly.
we might as well have a play on all these amplifiers.
Great.
Well, look, good luck, man.
I appreciate
I'm
it.
excited. We're
Thank
definitely
you.
going to try and do something to get these amps back into Andertons. But yeah, such cool. It's very, very cool to see you back. I'm really, really, really happy.
Thank you very much.
All right. See you guys later.